watch party, or just share it and so your friends can jump in. Please make sure that you guys share it. This is really important so we can grow and talk to as many people as possible. As I am inviting and doing my job,
I'm sharing it just like you
you're
just
supposed
asked.
to explain.
Oh, I'm supposed to explain. All right, listen. Hey,
What are we talking about? And you get the honor of asking the question.
well, I'm gonna take your job. All right, check it out. All right, so I'll get to ask the first question, right?
Yes. You have to talk about what the time. Do I have to teach you this all the time?
No, usually
First, you
do
gotta
it. I do my
explain
job,
the
and
topic.
I don't know why
Then
we're
you gotta
cross-training
ask
each
a
other.
question. Because I got
But,
things to do.
all
I
right,
can't
check-
do everything at the same time.
Check this out. What we're gonna talk about today: should marriage, should marriage? Yeah, I lost my breath.
Already?
Should marriage have an expiration date? You know what I mean? Kind of like how you get those. You go to Walgreens or something, you get that can of fruit, or you get green beans or something like that, and you gotta flip it over and you gotta look what's stamped on it. You know what I mean? You gotta eat before that date. An expiration date. You get married. We're gonna try this shit out for like a week, or not a week. That's a little soon. Let's go a year and a half, whatever the time frame is, and then by then, once you get to that date, you should be able to renew it, so to say. You know what I mean? So my question to you guys are. See, that shit hard because you just throw random shit out and like it don't even make sense. And they
It
answer
makes a lot of sense.
It doesn't make a lot of
You
sense.
don't know shit.
All right, expiration date, marriage. So, do you believe in it? And if so, I got the question for y'all. So, if you believe that there should be an expiration date, how many years and why? Like, how should it be like a month? Should it start every 6 months? We got to renew this thing to make sure we still on track. What's your answers? Hit me back.
Hit you back. This is not.
I don't know. I gotta share. Yeah.
So, what do you think?
Facts. Hell yeah. I think that shit would be dope. I don't think we need it, but I mean, in general, I think it's a dope idea. Yeah, man, because, see, this is what happens, right? If you had an expiration date on it, you know it's about that time, you can set shit up for yourself. Like, you could be like, you know, it's kind of like, like, it could be like, yo, real shit, it would be like, yo, you know what I mean? I done made it 4 or 5 renews, you know what I'm saying? I've done everything that I can. This 6th renew though, it ain't happening on my part. You know what I'm saying? Like every year is the same, or every 6 months is the same thing, and I get the ability to change it. So that's what I'm gonna do. And is that something went wrong? I'm still alive. Are you still alive?
I don't know. Why is this always happening?
I don't know because I'm still
No,
alive.
I'm still here.
That's
I think.
I don't know what you're doing over there.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so yeah,
Hey, Corinna.
that's what I think. What about you?
So this is what I think, right? I think that every 2 years, or maybe a year and a half now, I think every 2 years you should be able to say, okay, I want to continue this on a probation time. Like if there's a lot of issues, right? Instead of just getting divorced, you'd be like, okay, we have a lot of issues, but I don't just want to throw this out. So I want to do another probation time of 6 months. And in that probation time, we got to go to counseling or do whatever, and then go from there. I do believe that if you do get divorced in the end, it shouldn't be the way it is.
What you mean?
Now, like one party having to pay everything, or one party having to give everything to the other party, I think that's a bit drastic.
You think everybody should have prenups like you come in this motherfucker with what you got and you leave with what you got?
Well, I think that's a bit crazy too, because at the end of the day, if you and me got married and I didn't have nothing, you didn't have nothing, and I always had a talent of singing, and then I make it big, and you with me for 20 years or so, and then we just grew apart, and then we get divorced, and you just go back to having nothing, and I'm like this big superstar, so I'm like, well.
I see your point. I think
you like it better if it was.
No, I mean, no, that's what I mean. You know, did I help you out during those? You know what I mean?
Well, if you were with me this whole entire time, then obviously you helped me out in some form or fashion. Otherwise, I would have been divorced you a long time ago. Vanessa said, "Yo, so I think if marriage was like a subscription, That would be dope.
Right. I'm telling you what.
What do you mean, like a subscription?
Like a subscription, like yo, in 12 months, like you know how you got something like 12 months you paid $99 or whatever.
Yeah, but then
and
how
then
do you get out of it? That's the question.
You gotta go to like a courthouse or something, like just how you got married. You gotta go to some like wherever you get married at, right? Court of justice, whatever. And y'all both bring y'all subscription paper there, right? Yeah, like you know how you gotta go with a birth certificate. People love paperwork, so you gotta bring in a little paper there that's signed and be like, look, hey, our marriage expired today. We're no longer married. We gotta get this renewed. You know what I'm saying? Do it like right before tax season or something.
So, when you love each other, do you have to go and get it renewed as well?
See, this is the thing. When one person don't show up, you can't renew your shit without the other person. It has to be, you know what I mean?
Both of them have to be there.
Yeah, so now the question is, what happens if you show up and the other person don't?
What do you mean? Oh, yeah.
Like,
Does that mean it's an automatic divorce? No, it shouldn't. It shouldn't be an automatic divorce. Don't you think?
So you gotta go to guidelines like 6 months separation. Like, I don't want to be married to you no more. Why do we need to?
Wait. You talking about me?
No, whoa, chill. I'm just saying, like, if we don't want to be married to each other no more, I didn't show up with my piece of paper, or maybe I showed up. I ain't bring my piece of paper. Maybe I ain't like you, right? So you sitting there, you got your paper, you like, yo, I'm about to get renewed, and I just show up, and I'm just sitting there at the desk, and he like, yo, I need both forms, and then that's when I tell you, like, I'm not renewing my shit.
But this is what I'm saying. That's fucked up. Like, no, don't let me walk into our renewal and you come in there and you got a paper and it's blank. And I'm like, damn, I thought we was in this together. Like, no. If there is an expiration date, it should be clear rules. Maybe we can, you know what, we should be able to talk about this with the community, and then we make up something, then we send it to whoever make these divorce rules.
And create the whole thing of divorce.
Create the whole thing of divorce. Because I do believe that this whole, like let's say in the military, right? If you guys stay together with your significant other for 10 years, they get some of your retirement.
They get your pension.
Yeah. That's crazy. Hi, Ebru.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So if for 10 years I did nothing, I was just there. What's up, Watkins? Ooh,
my homie. What up, big homie?
Or like, let's say I just jumped in. We got married, but you've been deployed 6 times out of those 10 years. We really don't know each other like that. I mean, I'm here and you're there. I take care of the house, whatever. We might have like a kid or 2. And we're good. We're all right. And then 10 years hit, you know what? I think I want a divorce. And then suddenly I think that's crazy. But if we would have renewals.
See, the problem with some people are already in relationships where they already got an expiration date. You know, as soon as I hit this benchmark, hey, it's go time. You know what I mean?
Yo, for everyone that just tuned in, thank you guys for tuning in. Please do me a favor and share this video. The question is, what do you think? Should marriage have an expiration date, or should marriage have a subscription? If so, yes, no, why do you think it's dope? I think it's dope because we have way too much divorce rate anyway at this point. People are getting divorced left, right, and center, and I don't think that's normal. But if we would have subscriptions to where I could be like, 2 years from now, okay, so like let's say we got married this year, right? Mm-hmm. And then in 2 years from now, that will be June 2021, right? Yeah. We go to the courthouse.
June
2021. We got married in June 2019.
Yeah.
2 years from now.
Oh, you want a whole 2 year? I thought we were just doing 1 year. You want a 2 year subscription? Okay, I got you.
I'm not talking.
No, it's cool. We're doing 2 years.
It's your turn.
Are we doing 2 years subscription?
Yes.
All right.
And then we go to the courthouse, and then there we just renew it. It's just a stamp.
Yeah, they ask you. He gotta gotta be an officer. They gotta look you in the eye to make sure you're not under. They gotta ask you 2 questions. Are you safe at home?
Are you safe at home?
Yeah.
It should be 3 questions. Are you safe at home? Are you under the influence? Actually, they should do a breathalyzer test.
Yeah, you gotta be sober.
Yeah, you gotta be sober.
Straight up sober.
It can't be like you come in there high, or your partner gave you something.
Slipped you something in there. The truth.
So you gotta be sober.
Facts.
You gotta do a piss test. Well,
No, that's
No,
like,
it's a bit much. Yeah.
You just gotta be sober, a little breathalyzer or something they can do right there.
Yeah.
And then you go
are
in.
you safe at home?
Yep.
So they have to ask you these type of questions separate because if you beat me,
Yeah, you can't ask me right. I'm standing right next to you.
Yeah.
You gotta go in a little room with your piece of paper. So we gotta create this. You know what I mean? We gotta make this happen, people. You know what I'm saying? If you guys got some rules, you let us know. So you're gonna get your paper right, and then you're gonna go in a separate room first. Y'all gonna split, and they're gonna ask you detrimental questions that's gonna either keep y'all going or I don't know.
Kev said, hello. I love the 2 renewal agreement.
I'm telling you.
I think
we're building it right now.
We're building it, Kev. Also, happy belated birthday. What?
Happy. I'm president. I'm be a senator. We'll start this.
Go ahead. Say.
All right, no. So we already got it. So we're in a separate room. They asked us, "Are you safe? Do you feel safe at home?" In that separate room, you got to take like a quick piss test or something, or drug.
A breathalyzer.
Breathalyzer.
I think
drug
a piss
test.
test is much.
All right, that's a lot. All right.
Cause
make sure they just gotta make sure you like doing it on your own free will. You know what I mean? And then once y'all agree, then y'all come together and then y'all get y'all stamps. Like y'all both pass, and you get to sit there and be like, "Hey, we're gonna do it 2 more years." You know what I mean?
So every 2 years.
Every 2 years.
So do you want to talk about the research that we did? Do you want to start? Do I want to start? No, I start and then I jump into you and then, so this is why we talked about this because what?
Nothing.
I want my 2 years.
You get that's all right though.
We talked about this because the divorce rate is extremely high. So we was thinking about how can you stop it, because a lot of people get married because of reason, like okay, in the military, because we was just at a restaurant talking to a waitress and she was like, I wasn't really going to get married, but you know how it is when you're in the military, blah, 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 and we got married. Exactly.
She was like, you got to leave, so it's either we get married or we're not going to mess with each other no more. But we've been rocking for so long, so let's get married.
So it happens so quick nowadays that you're not really even ready or prepared to be in a marriage, but since you're in love and you don't want to give it up yet, and you don't believe in long distance relationships, you just go ahead and do it. So I went ahead and did my little research. Jay's asking, do you feel safe at home, Eddie?
Do I feel safe at home?
Fuck you. Patricia said, what if you had a bad day and just had a fight with your spouse, but maybe in 3 days it's okay again? But appointment was exactly the day of your fight.
Ooh.
That is a good question.
I like that. So you still sitting there mad, like you cheated that day before. First of all, if you cheated the day before your renewal stamp,
then you wanted
then
to get
divorced. You did that on purpose. You know what I mean?
You wanted to get divorced.
Facts. You know, especially if you got caught.
But if it's just a regular fight, this is a good question. If it's just a regular fight, and because especially sometimes, I don't know if guys feel like that, but girls are just like, oh my God, I hate him so much. And I'm like, I'm over it. I want to get a divorce. You don't know. And like, how do you get over?
Come on. Well, see, I think it'll be hard. Well, will go with some of the statistics about how long marriages last.
But you could also, I'm sorry, what if you go to the renewal, and then one of them says, I want to get divorced. And then you have another 30 days. Just like a 30 days.
To think about it, like, to come back. Like an extension, like if your car, you didn't pass inspection.
So just like when you get a real divorce, you have to be separated for a year or something, you know what I mean? So now, instead of doing a whole year, you guys been together for 2 years, and then you have like maybe 30 days, or call and delay the appointment maybe.
call the later, or you gotta I got it. Like you take your car in and you didn't meet all the criteria. You know what I mean? So you get it like a different slip. You get a temporary. You don't get a full like.
You don't get it. Yeah,
so you get like a temporary.
Your template is ready.
We're not fully married. We're in the process. Like
it's complicated.
Yeah.
But we're still married, but not divorced, but not happy. Vanessa said, that's me. See? When I was like, I want to get divorced. That's Vanessa. There's a lot of women like that.
So that would, she said, so going back though, if you mad in those 3 days and then you got to go to your appointment, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you look at some of the statistics for like how often people are getting divorced and stuff like that,
Yeah.
then I guess that would be a true testament because like within the first year you already, well it's 2 years, because within the first year you're already gonna probably, you got a high chance of getting divorced anyway. So if you go there already angry, you ain't even got the tools to even stay in that relationship. So I think that would kind of reflect against what's going on now of people getting out of the marriage, if you know what I'm saying.
I understand what you're saying, but people get mad and frustrated quick.
To end the whole marriage though?
Oh, you mean, yeah, no. Females just say it. They don't want to go. No. We're not going with it. I'm not going to say, me personally, I haven't thrown out the D word, but we also haven't been married.
Yeah, like a couple months.
Yeah. So, but I don't believe in saying it unless you really mean it, because it's the same thing with breaking up to me. Unless I mean it, I'm not just going to be like, well, fuck it. It's just, I don't know.
You get a divorce. I want a divorce. We all want a divorce.
That's just
you gonna go over some of your statistics?
Yeah, I was trying to do 3 different things. So we was talking about divorce, and I was kind of looking into the overall global divorce rate, right? So in 1960, our divorce rate was 12% in the world, right? It was only 12%. Out of 8 marriages, only 1 marriage was a divorce. Now, in 1990, the global rate was 28%. In 2017, because this is only going toward till 2017, the global divorce rate is 44%. Okay? So we are growing, it's still growing. So in 2019, we are more than 44%. Ibra says some couples actually do marriage contracts. What do you guys think about that?
I didn't even know that.
Stop, we're gonna jump into that. Just give me a second. What, you talking about this or me? Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Ibra, we're gonna jump into that marriage contracts. I think that's dope, but I'm gonna finish this and then we're gonna jump back into it. The interesting thing is, I went to divorce rate by countries and divorce rate by religion. Boom. What do you guys, I'm gonna ask you before I actually tell you, what do you guys think is the lowest marriage divorce rate by religion? Just by religion. What do you think?
The lowest?
The lowest. What's up, Melody? Hey, Lennon. The lowest religion.
I'm gonna go with Muslims.
Muslims, right? Okay, you guys type it in. What do you think is the lowest divorce rate by religion? I'm going to tell you what the highest is. Christians. Christians with 37% and Catholics with 36%. And I'm going to go to half. Buddhists with 30%. So you guys tell me, what do you think is the lowest? The lowest. And the lowest, I'm going to tell you how much percent is 1%. Only 1. Ibra said Muslims. The other Ibra said yup. So I'm pretty sure she says Muslim too. Melody said Catholic. You're wrong. That's 36%. They're the second highest actually. So while y'all answer the lowest religion, I'm pretty sure you guys can't come up with it. Okay, so I'm gonna give you guys the. I'm gonna give you guys the reasons of divorce. 18% is infidelity. 9% is drugs. The highest percent, which I'm kind of shocked. Hey, Cindy, is 44%, which is income.
Incompatibility.
Thank you.
Y'all just don't rock together.
Exactly, we don't rock together or we grew apart. The lowest with 6% is physical and mental abuse in the world.
Really?
Yes.
I expect that to be really high.
I thought that was going to be really high too. 23% is other. I don't know. What's up, DeAndre?
What up, though?
LV in the building. So, should I tell?
Yeah, I mean, I want to.
Okay, so the lowest divorce rate by religion is, with 1%, Hindus. I said it, Hindus.
I don't even know what.
Hindus do get married.
I don't even know what they do.
And this is another thing. Hindus is the religion that is popular in what country?
This is Carmen, San Diego. I don't know. What do you mean?
Hindus.
Yeah, India.
Right? There you go. Duh. Good job. Good job.
Get out of here.
So Indians, right? only 1% get divorced. Now you would think because Indians they get they have arranged marriages. Like a lot of their marriages are arranged marriages. So you would think that's where the 1% comes from.
Mm-hmm.
Actually wrong. The 1% comes from love marriages. So arranged marriages don't get divorced. The love marriages where two people decide I want to get married, those are the ones that get divorced
So the people that
India.
like, so when you put in a marriage, you stay in a marriage.
Yeah. So it's out of 1,000 marriages, 13 get divorced in India. And the Indians, they abide by the rule, by the Hindu rule, is one man, one woman. Also, the wedding is not like a regular wedding. The wedding, it goes for months and months and months and months preparation. Not like preparing the wedding, but there's rituals that they do where both families got to come together. Hey, Mama Edwards.
Hey, Mama. We invested a lot, pretty much.
Who is we?
Not we. I'm just saying they
The
invested
Indians,
so
they
much.
invest
Nobody
a lot.
divorced.
It's not getting a divorce. The marriage process is very long, where the parents and the families and the friends are involved on the other side too. So there's a really long and deep psychological bond that is happening in the marital process. Also, another reason I think is because the women have to pay for it.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
That's dope. That's dope. I like that.
They pay for the divorce in India.
Yeah, so they ain't going nowhere. I think that's a good thing. They might be onto something. You know what I mean?
Also, it takes 12 to 18 months, even if both
To
partners
get a divorce?
even if both partners say, you know what, we don't want to be married anymore, we're good, we want to get divorced, it still takes 12 to 18 months.
It seems like that's average anyway, though.
Yeah,
but it
it's
seems
crazy.
like everyone thinks you get a divorce and you get a divorce. No, you don't.
No, you really don't.
That shit
Okay,
just lingers.
so let me go back. Ibra said, Ibra, before we even go further, she asked, and this is what I'm going to ask everyone, some couples actually do marriage contracts, prenups. What do you guys think about prenups? Patricia said, remember back then when women depended on their men than today. That's why they stayed with their husbands. Oh, yeah, because back then in the 60s, because I was talking about the 60s, out of 8 marriages, only 1 broke up because back then, you didn't, as a woman, you didn't have a job. And you didn't.
Yeah, that was your job. Marriage was a job. Yeah.
Yeah. So, Ibra, babe, what do you think about prenups, marriage contracts? What's up, Tulin? What's up, Tango?
I mean, I ain't got no lot of money. Like, if I had a lot of money, man, I could see what, you know what I mean? Like, I came in this.
I think prenups are smart.
I think they smart, but it just depends on, like, you know what I mean? Like,
what do you guys think? What do you guys think about prenups? Do you say yay or nay, and does one person have to be rich?
Because some people won't even go. Like, some people, I love you, and you mention prenup to them, they won't marry you. Oh, you want because you love me.
But then if you don't want to marry me off of a prenup, Tulin, I had a dream about you. I'm gonna text you about it. But if you don't want to, no.
It's just like that.
If you don't want to marry me off of a prenup, then you never wanted to marry me in the very first place. If I tell you I would like to have a prenup, and you tell me,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but then there was no real love.
That's what I don't necessarily agree with prenups. If I had to do one to protect myself, I would. But
what does that mean to protect?
That means I don't really trust you, but we're just getting married. Like, I really don't like I love you or something. We're gonna get married, but I just don't know about you. You know what I'm saying?
But hey, you better sign them papers. But
maybe I just want to be with somebody. So
yeah,
that's why I'm gonna sign a prenup. So even when it goes all hell, I can still walk away.
I don't know. For me personally, I think prenups is a delicate conversation. You have to bring it, like, you have to wrap it nice. You can't just be like, listen, either this prenup or no wedding. You can't come for me like that.
No?
But no.
Why? That ain't really disrespectful. If that's just like, listen, what do you think about this? Like, I love you.
Yeah, I said.
Like that?
Yes,
oh, okay.
If you bring it to me like that.
Okay.
And then different. I want to read this prenup because I might want to add shit. Because I know for a fact for females, is if I sign this prenup, there has to be a clause in there, infidelity. If you cheat on me, I get everything. If you have an affair, I get to cut you and get everything.
And not go to jail.
And not go to jail.
Okay.
Okay. Hold on. You guys tell us what you think about prenups. I think it's I can see why or how. Let me go back. I have to go back because you guys are texting and writing. Okay.
Only one of my cousins got divorced in my family ever, and I have a big family.
And Ibra, you are a Muslim, I'm assuming. I know you're Turkish, but you're a Muslim. Only one person. That's crazy. Melody said, but don't Indians have multiple wives either? I don't know. I've never seen or heard of that. You don't watch Bollywood movies? It's always just those two, and they dance wherever they go, and they fall. I'm just saying. Y'all used to love them. As a kid, when they first came out here in Germany, we would have, I think it was called Friday Bollywood Hollywood. And all Friday night, you will watch Bollywood movies.
No idea what you're talking about.
You don't know what a Bollywood movie is?
No.
Yo, do y'all know what a Bollywood movie is? You guys know it.
I'm so lost.
You look at me.
What up, Portia?
Patricia said, I think the arranged marriages happen at a very young age, so the people are young enough to get used to each other and grow together. I can see that. La Portia, hey, how are you?
How
Good
you
to
doing?
see you. Patricia said, I have been present at many weddings, divorces, and prenup contract making as the notary.
As a translator.
As a translator, yeah. And it's very interesting to see what those contracts
What are some of the things that you see in the
can
contracts?
you please say something? Because I'm like, what? Let's say something. DeAndre said, I'm all for progression in society. But the one thing that needs to stay traditional is how you go about marrying someone. So no prenups won't go for me. I can respect that.
Traditional, yeah. I mean,
What?
I respect what you're saying, and you offer progression in society. But society is always it's evolution. It's a changing, revolving thing. The problem we run into is trying to stay in the past and trying not like that. That's saying that I'm not for change. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference between traditional and we've always done it like that. That only works so far, you know what I'm saying? And you have to evolve with society, you know what I mean?
I agree
on
with
some
you.
things. I agree
with
things.
you, and
you know
I
what
agree
mean?
with him because some things should just stay the way they are. At the same time, the women are not how they used to be.
That's
to where
true.
They respect their husbands and they follow what their husbands are saying. Nowadays, it's all about, oh, you don't want to do this? Well, I get this other guy that can do this, da 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 da, and then it's on. And we are just creatures of, like, if you hurt us, we will make sure that you are heard double, triple, quadruple than us.
Yeah, y'all have very good memory.
I don't.
Have very good memory for some reason.
I hate to say we, but I am a female, but at the same time, no lie, I've had multiple things done to me, and my female friends was like, yo, I know his car, let's slash his tires. Let's go. Like, I've seen people put paint on another man's car and stuff like that. They were ready to go, but I was like, no, I'm good. Like, what is that going to do?
I feel like men need this the most because women are so vindictive. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say women as in generalized. Women can be so vindictive, you know what I'm saying? So angry. So I think if you give them that opportunity to get out the marriage, you know what I'm saying? It would, a lot of people's quality of life will go up. You know what I'm saying? You don't like it here? Well,